evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we are doing something special. And it is a little bit strange for me that I haven't reviewed this one before. And this is also going to be the first time that I've ever going to taste it. I've never had it before. And I'm quite looking forward to it, and I'm talking about the Lagavulin 16-year-old. It is bottled at 43% ABV. It is matured in ex-bourbon casks and ex-sherry casks. Not so peaty. From what I could find out, it's about 40 to 45 parts per million, and a full bottle is going to cost you around €65. I opted for this smaller bottle, and this one will cost you around 22 to 25 euros here in my online store in Belgium. And a nice little sample bottle, a generous sample bottle, not that small dumpy ones that you get with 30 milliliters. So I'm looking forward to trying this for the first time. I've seen so many people that rave about them, that says this is fantastic whiskey, and they are combining the things that I like. And one of them is the sherry cask. I do love a whiskey with a sherry cask. And lately I also started liking the peated ones. So a nice combination. Reminds me a little bit of the first combination that I had was the Bowmores. And I did like the Bowmore 12 and the Bowmore 18 years old. So I'm quite looking forward to this one. As a quick reminder, and I don't normally do it. I leave it to the end, a little bit of a tag, and that's that. But just a reminder to my YouTube followers, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I had a look at the analytics, and it sees that like almost 90% of my viewers are not subscribers. So I would really appreciate it if you do subscribe to my channel. I am a young channel that's trying to grow. And of course that will give a little bit of encouragement to make more and better content. There's always room for improvement. So please leave a comment, ring the bell, so that you always get the latest content from me. So that out of the way, let's have a look at the Lagavulin. So the first thing that I do see, it's not so easy to get into the bottle. And for me, I've in the last couple of months, I've really started to love the peaty ones. The Lefroy's, the Taliskers, I just did a 3-part series on the Taliskers, and I really liked it. So, wow, there are even on the little cork, you get a smoke, and you get the sweetness of the sherry. So I'm just going to give it a quick review, a little bit of a nosing note, tasting note. And I'm going to give it a score, well, a Gert score, and of course give my full opinion on it. So color-wise, fantastic little color. I did not do my research on it as usual. I don't want to taint my notes with somebody else's notes. So I want to give my opinion, my nosing notes and my tasting notes on them. Color-wise, don't know if I added color to it. I will do some research afterwards. But it does look nice, and it is 16 years old. And of course, it is quite a long time to pick up all the colors. So it is possible that there's no color added, but I will put the link in the description. if there was some color added and if I can find the information. On the nose, wow, that is really nice. So I get the smoke. It's a nice sweet smoke with a hint of vanilla and caramel. A little bit of a toffee note coming out as well. But the smoke is definitely there. So, but it is a nice, more a savory type of smoke. A little bit of a bonfire in it as well. I'm a little bit surprised at the alcohol level of 43% ABV, because if you agitate it a little bit and you put your nose in it, it really comes out quite strong. Feels like more 46, a little bit more than 46% ABV. So you do get a little bit of a briny note as well. That's quite nice. A little bit of a raisin note coming out. So you do definitely get the sherry influence. Great combination. I do like the nose. And I think it is a good idea. I just opened the bottle, but it's 16 years old and it's been stuck in a bottle for nobody knows. And that can also have an influence, and it's a good idea to give it a little bit of time in the glass so that a little oxidization can happen. And already I can feel a little bit of a orange note coming out. A little bit of an orange peel note. And a little bit more sweetness coming out. And it's like the smoke is a little bit less now. So on the taste, cheers. A little bit of the orange note is the first thing that I get. It's a sweet orange note. And afterwards the smoke comes in. It's a little bit of a dry smoke. I don't know if that makes sense, but it leaves my mouth quite dry. There's no oiliness that I get. A little bit of a pepper note coming out. And then the oak comes in. So for so many years in the oak barrel, I can imagine, and I knew that's going to be a little bit on the oaky side, and it's definitely oaky. And it's oaky and smoky. And in the aftertaste, I just get the smoke and the oak. But it's not unpleasant. It actually bakes for a little bit more. So it's quite spicy on the taste. I do get the sherry. I get the sweetness. I get the peat smoke. A little bit of a vanilla note. A little bit of a dried fruit note, more like dates or figs. And now with the second sip and the third sip, I think the oak really comes in and it becomes really oaky. So for me, a little bit disappointed in the oakiness of it. I do like it now. A little bit more time, I get a nice big toffee note. Something like fudge. The dark fudge that you get with a little cocoa powder in it. A little bit of a creamy note also coming out now, like nice vanilla ice cream. But unfortunately for me, the nosing doesn't translate into the tasting. I do get only the smoke and the oak on the taste, but on the nose it's so much nicer for me. I think this is something that I will definitely add a little bit of water. And I think it's a good idea, so I'm going to quickly go add half a teaspoon of water, and I'm going to see what I get from it. So I quickly had to go run to the kitchen to add a little bit of water, being bottled at 43% ABV, I did not think it would be necessary to get some water before I started the video. But I think with the oakiness in it, I need to add a little bit of water, because in the past, if I did add some water to a oaky one, it does tone down the oak and it brings out the sugar or sweetness for me. So with a little bit of water, and I just added about half a teaspoon of water on the nose. Definitely sweeter on the nose, more vanilla, more raisin notes coming out, and a little bit of a hint of cinnamon coming out. So on the taste, with a little bit of water, absolutely. Lot less oak, a lot sweeter, a hint of the brininess coming out. Now it becomes a little bit of a sweet smoke and more of a meaty smoke, more of the bacony type of taste coming out. Fantastic. And now I get a little bit of a spicy note as well, with the baking spices, a little bit of a cinnamon, a little bit of a vanilla note, and more of a Christmas cake type of taste coming out. So my suggestion, it is definitely not for somebody that do not like smoke. I would also not recommend this for people that are not into heavy smoke. Although the smoke for me, it's quite high, yeah, in the upper 50, 55 parts per million. I would definitely buy a sample bottle first and see if you like it. And of course, if you don't like it, then it's not a big hole in your pocket. But I do like this one, and I think I will definitely buy it in the future as well. But I would recommend, if you're not into that big oak, add a little bit of water, teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and you will thank me later. So remember, drink responsible. And if I have to give it a score, I would say for me, 85 out of 100. And I think that is a decent score for me. It is not the best one that I've tasted, but it is enjoyable. So thank you very much for watching. And remember to like and subscribe, or dislike and subscribe, and leave a comment to tell me what do you think about the Lagavulin 16-year-old. So, cheers.